So what are we going to get into today? Well, today's a little bit exciting for me. Today, we are going, if you see here in front of me, I got some barrels and a jar here. If you remember back, it's been 6 months since we made our sour mash whiskey, right? And I'll try to put a card up here too, so you can rewatch it if we can. So we're gonna give it a taste. And if you remember back, we combined all the generations together. We put some in the bed motivator barrel. We put some in a small oak barrel. And then I got some on chips. And it's still on chips. Ain't that a beautiful color? Okay, so I wanted to taste the difference between the three. And I figured this 6 months was a good spot to start the taste, and we'll see how it's come about. All right, this was the first sour mash I've ever done, and if I remember right, it was tasting pretty good when we put it in these barrels. So let's see what we got. All right, so let me get things turned around here. Oh, wait a minute. First things first. Welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is the channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. All right. I think let's pour a glass of each, and I'll let me put that over here. Let me pour a glass of each so that we can see the color first. All right, so here is our wood chips. Ooh. And that's wood chips. All right, the next will be ooh, that's that one. And that's a Bad Mo barrel. Okay, now these two, they were used one time prior to this, just so it's out there. Okay, so which one will we start first? I think we'll start down here on this line here first. I mean, if you see the three colors, and actually, that represents pretty good what's supposed to be going on. Chips are faster to get the color, okay? And then the wooden barrels, they seem to age a little bit faster than normal barrels would. But the Bad Mo barrel, it's going to mimic the big barrel. If you look at surface area and all that stuff, that's why it's a little bit lighter. But look at that color, ain't that beautiful? All right, so that's why the colors are different. Now the important thing is taste, right? I mean, just visually, they're all beautiful. All right, let's give them a taste and see where we're at. Let's taste the chips first. Like I said before, beautiful color. I'll be honest with you, it smells like Jack Daniels. It's a sour mash. It's got the nice aroma. It's very good. It's got a oaky taste to it. It's got that typical, I don't know how to say it, the sour mash taste. And the biggest one I can think of is like Jack Daniel's taste. It has that unique taste. That is good. That is good. All right. Woo. Now let's try. Ooh, I like that. I think I'm going to have to make sour mash again. Okay, so this is the mini barrel. Beautiful color. I do see a couple of wood flakes floating around in there, but so before I would bottle it, I would run it through a coffee filter just to get any little wood particles out. Of course, that's natural. All right. It smells very similar. Very similar, almost identical. It's a little bit more oaky, but very pleasant. I mean, I can really taste the vanillas. You know, the vanillas and the caramels you can taste, but they're very, very similar. This is a little bit smoother than this. Yeah, a little bit smoother. This has a little bit of a harsh taste to it. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, a little bit. This is a lot smoother. Ooh. If somebody offered me one, I wouldn't complain about either one of them. Okay, let me take a little bit of water. You know, I've always heard you leave it on oak too long, on oak chips too long. I don't know. I ain't seen a problem with it yet. And like I said, this was done 4/19, so it's just a hair over 6 months. All right. Okay, now here's the bed mo. It is one beautiful bronze color. Oh, a little lighter than bronze, beautiful color. The nose is very similar. It's a little bit lighter on the nose, but still smells fantastic. Let's try it. Ooh. Really smooth. Real smooth. I mean, I'm talking real pleasant smooth. It's a little bit lighter on the oak taste than these two, but that's to be expected. Because if you look at the surface area of these chips, this whole barrel and the Bad Mo barrel, is the front is the only part that is in contact that is oak. And the reasoning behind that is it's supposed to mimic the big 50-gallon barrel by surface area. Ain't nothing wrong with that either, though. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. All three of them is delicious. So what do we do now? This definitely, I want to go for a year. These two, I think a couple months and I'm gonna bottle it. Like I said, if you look at the color is almost perfect. But I think for it to do its work right, and it's all by design, for this to do its work right, I think a year in this would be fantastic. I really do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give this we're going to come back next April and we'll give it a taste, and then we'll probably bottle this. These might give them a couple of months. But overall, I was never the biggest fan of sour mash, but I'm really starting to appreciate sour mash whiskey. And to be honest with you, it's very economical too. For the amount of corn that you use and sugar, you can make a lot of whiskey. But boy, is it fantastic. All right. So this is our 6-month tasting on our sour mash. Ooh, can't have enough. So we'll be back at a later date and taste these again. But I'm already saying this. I'm gonna go 1 year on this. These two, they'll probably, like I said before, it'll probably be bottled within the next month or so, 2 months. All right. Okay. This is fantastic. I hope everybody enjoyed this. That's the fantastic thing about this hobby, is when a plan comes together and it works out great and you get something fantastic to drink. Now, I did get a question the other day. Can you make bourbons and whiskeys better than you can buy? Well, in my opinion, yes, you can. And I think I answered the gentleman back. I've bought whiskeys. Some are fantastic and great, and some not so great. I've had homemade whiskeys. Some is fantastic, and some is not. So, but to make it yourself, and the price tag making it yourself, minus your labor, right? It's actually relatively cheap, and you can make a product that is out of this world, that you're proud to give your friends. It's like any of these. I'd be proud to give them to my friends and see what they like, how they would like it. It's that good. I might not be able to express it right, but it is fantastic. Plus, you made it yourself, you know? Wow. That is good. All right. So, last thing I got to say, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time here on Stillworks and Brewing. Cheers, everybody.